What's good, everybody? It's Kush Beaver here, bringing you guys another video, and today we have our first Fort Wars on mobile Royale. Now, in case you guys missed the last video, I'm no longer with the guild I was with previously. I've joined up with the Sugar Empire in Kingdom 16, and this is going to be my first Fort Wars with them. Initially, the plan wasn't for me to be rally lead in this one, but due to battle hall sizes and the availability of everyone, that's how it ended up playing out. But you guys will get to see that all play out here, in addition to some of the other action that went on throughout the kingdom. So here we were just waiting for the protection to go ahead and end. That obviously didn't take long, as you can see. But I want to talk about the reason why I went cavalry here. Now, I don't know how many of you have actually played this or how many scout reports you've read, but a majority of the people that I've seen so far on here have been infantry heavy. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I immediately started working on my cavalry set and getting those cavalry stats up, and that's why we went ahead and went full cav. Alright, so here in a second, you're going to see me send Final Aster's troops back, and the reasoning behind that was because we only wanted people sending heroes. Heroes are able to carry more troops per hero than brigades can per brigade. So with us only having 17 spaces for backups, we wanted to make sure that we were getting all heroes into the rally, with the exception of my troops, of course. So hopefully that kind of clarifies a little bit as to what was going on there. Now, if you take a look here, you'll see up top, we're down to 15 of 17. With over 360,000 troops this time around, whereas before we were at 17 of 17 with 294,000. And that just kind of puts, again, what I was talking about with the brigades and heroes into a better perspective for you. So at this point in Fort Wars, as you can see here, it was sugar dominance. SGN had taken the capital and was holding that down nicely. They had a couple forts as well. SGMM was holding down the forts in addition to checking on us to see if we needed any help. It really was great teamwork there. So we as a guild didn't actually have that many people mess with us during Fort Wars. However, this little guy had to be probably the funniest one, because he sent 4,000 troops with his leader and no chance of winning. So safe to say, once I captured his leader, we all got a good laugh out of that one. So now we're going to take a look at some of the other action around the kingdom. in particular Sunray Fort, the fort that we left open for everybody to fight for. And as you can see here, we had a couple takers in RUSB and GOT. This was an interesting battle because it seemed like they were more interested in taking each other out than actually going for the fort. Now this guy right here, Kamea, Elena, whatever their name is, they were actually 38 million before this whole fort war started. So they essentially got zeroed. So this part here actually completely caught me off guard. If you look, as soon as that march hit his city, this Rubio guy just solos the fort, sends everybody packing. Now, I don't know how many troops were in there or, you know, what they were actually working with, but that right there was a risky move. Especially this early in the game, because I know the Russians had tier 3s. He definitely didn't have tier 4s. I don't know how he pulled that off, but I applaud him for that. Since he just popped up here too, now's as good a time as any to go ahead and give Skyrim a quick shout out, our Kingdom's kill leader. He's been going ham and he never falls off. He recovers every time and I'll give you props for that, dude. That's not easy to do. So as we get down to the end here, we'll switch back to the Moonlit Fort and take a look at that there. Such a beautiful sight. Kush Beaver on the fort. Sugar Empire holding it down. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and take a look at where everybody finished. If you take a look up here, you'll see SGN took the Capital, Iron Shield Fort, Razor Claw Fort, and Serpentine Fort, while SGMM took Sawtooth Fort, Unicorn Fort, and Rocky Fort. And surprisingly enough, GOT was able to hold on to Sunray Fort, so congrats to them as well.